Hiya, this is Netty and welcome back to A Big and Little Thoughts with, of course, Tomahawk.
Good evening.
And Tom, I'm here ready with my jelly beans.
Yes, I also have mine.
So
But they're not a bag of nuts. They're pretending to be jelly beans.
So we're finally going to have our episode all about jelly beans.
It's finally happened. We've been talking about for months, and this is a moment that you've all been waiting for.
I'm really sorry, guys. We are actually lying. You're going to have to wait a little bit longer, but we have a special guest with us today. So, solidarity.
He actually makes jelly beans in his own spare time himself. And he's had a couple of jelly beans up his nose as well. It's solidarity.
Oh.
Hello.
We've all
Hola.
been young. We've all been young.
How's it going?
So, yeah,
How's it
good,
going?
thanks. How are you?
I'm great. I'm feeling great.
Feels like an actual interview.
I know. So,
I've got my
solidarity.
suit on.
Can you tell us about your book that you're going to be bringing out then?
No,
My
what is your
what?
favourite jelly bean?
My favourite jelly bean. The blue ones, the little blueberry ones.
The blue ones.
Yeah.
They can sometimes be toothpaste if it's the bean
Oh,
boozle.
they could. Oh yeah. Well, it's toothpaste or isn't it blueberry or toothpaste?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought we were
If
going
you don't know
with
what bean boozle are, you're probably thinking, what are these two free talking about?
We'll save
We've
that
had it
for
too
the
many
jelly bean
times.
episode, yeah. But anyway, we are not talking about jelly beans today. We are talking about being in education and doing YouTube. So if you guys don't know, Solidarity isn't just this online personality that you guys all know. He also has a job where he actually teaches. So do you want to tell us a little bit about like your job and what it is that you do?
Yeah. So I'm a primary school sports coach. That's my like official title.
Yeah.
So I teach PE. I teach PE lessons and all that good stuff that you guys who are watching right now, you might have PE in your schools and your actual teacher teaches you and whatnot. But what my company does, what the company I'm in does, is we come in and teach PE for you and for the teachers. But it's really cool. Yeah, I just teach PE lessons and do all that good stuff.
Do you do that thing where you have to do that thing where it like speeds up and it has a beep and you've got to run?
The bleep test.
The bleep.
Yeah. Do you do that?
No, we don't. We don't come in and go, yeah, today we're doing the bleep test. We're not going to teach you anything. We're just going to make you run from one end to the other, waiting for a beep.
Have you ever done that before, though?
I've
like
done
in
it.
a lesson?
I've done it. Yeah.
I used to
That
hate
thing
that.
is crazy. I did it in primary school once, and then you do it in secondary school as well.
Yeah. I actually used to do quite well at it when I was younger, but I still hated it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Timmy, I used to do your job.
Did you? You didn't, did you?
Yeah, legit.
Are you being
Really?
serious? I don't,
Yeah. I used to be a sports coach. I used to go to junior schools and high schools teaching multi-skills.
That's
Maybe
so
it's-
cool.
What? How have I never heard of this now? What?
Well, I've got to save some stories. I'm getting old. I can't tell
I
everyone
did.
all my
I
stories
did so
straight
much.
away.
I did so much research before this. What?
Well, you obviously
How did I
haven't
miss
done
this?
Yeah, I used to do it. I used to work for a company called Project Sport, and we used to go around junior schools and high schools teaching like all different kind of little games and stuff like that. I used to teach basketball.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
See, we have more in common than you think.
That's
You see, it's not
really
just
cool.
a perfect hair.
Thanks.
That's funny.
On the
That's
camera, I
really
hope
good.
I hope you like rubbed your head then. That's what I was thinking you just
no,
did.
If I rubbed my head, I'd mess it up. That's why I can't think about this.
Anyway, Solidarity.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had like students of yours comment on your streams and videos or anything like that?
I have. I've had loads of people from the schools I teach in. It's mostly the live streams that comment on there. But I tend not to reply to them. But that's okay, because that's the way it is. That's
Yeah,
the
but
way.
that's even worse, because every see on playground for a ball, he's never responded to me.
Yeah, they hate me the next day. They're like, why didn't you
Yeah.
respond? But, like,
Yeah.
they won't understand that concept of what it's like now. But, I've
What
had
do
loads
they
of people.
call you then? If they comment in your stream, do they comment as like
They're just
Sir,
like,
or...
Jimmy,
Oh.
Jimmy, you know,
Well, no wonder you don't
teach
respond,
me.
because it's Timmy, you know.
I had a
For
con-
those of-
Bless him.
We should probably clear that up. Like, for those of you that do not know, most of you probably do know because we say this on like Twitter and on videos and everything. So
Real life.
ages
Yeah.
ago, Tomahawk called Solidarity Timmy instead of Jimmy,
Because
and
he fell down a well.
because he fell down a well, and he just kind of stuck. And ever since then, we have called him Timmy. But it's
I
even
did
to
it
the
at
point-
my invention when he was on his little signing thing. I was like, Timmy, Timmy, and he responded. I was like, look, everyone, be nice to Timmy. It's his first signing and stuff like that. And everyone's like, hi, Timmy. He was like, no.
Yeah, all the kids were saying it. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, how has he done this? How has he changed?
Yeah. But it's
One
reached
could
the
say
po-
I'm an influencer.
Yeah, but it has gotten to the point now that there's been times that I've called him Jimmy and then corrected myself thinking Timmy's the right one to say.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
be
you
like, oh yeah,
have.
Jimmy, I mean Timmy. And I'll be like, no,
When
it
I
is
come
Jimmy.
to your house, can we call you Timmy in front of your mother and your
No,
parents? And
she'll be
see what
like,
she says?
they'd just be like, who are you talking to? Well, and then I'd respond and be like, no.
Yeah.
It's like, your
Actually,
son? Do you never met him before? Like,
actually, Timmy, what did one of your best friends write on your Christmas card?
Oh
this year?
yeah. I went to a Christmas party, and
Yeah.
literally on the front of the card was Timmy. I was like, are you kidding me? What? You don't even
So
like
who-
follow my social media and stuff, and you've got this name from somewhere.
well, he must be a fan of me or Netty then.
They've got to be.
Like-
They've got- the secret fans. Secret fans.
Secret fans. How is it? We're getting completely sidetracked now.
We are, sorry.
How
Big
would you
surprise.
react if you, like, if a student came to an event, like, say if you're at Insomnia
Oh,
or My
gosh.
Invention or something? How would it be if a student queued up at meet and greet?
Oh, I
Would
don't
you
Say-
know.
Would you say something like, have you brought your PE kit?
Oh, you haven't. You haven't bought your Oh, that's a
Yeah.
strike. That's a strike. No. I don't know how. Oh, I don't know what I'd react like.
Yeah.
I'd be more. Oh no, that would be reality because like.
Yeah,
I
because it's
don't
like
know,
a mixture
it's
of
strange.
two worlds, isn't it?
Like it's strange when like it might be for, no, it probably won't be for you guys, but like when we go to an event and you sign loads of stuff and like you meet so many people and you meet people who
Yeah.
watch you on the internet, and then I go back to my little town here and I'm
Yeah.
just walking around doing my normal job again, and it's just
Yeah.
like it's super surreal. But if those two like worlds met, I'd be like, what? Then I'd be like, oh right, okay,
That'd
yeah,
be
oh
really-
wow, yeah. I don't know.
Like, do you think you would go into teacher, Timmy, or would you? Be...
to be fair, I
Solidarity, Timmy.
don't know if I have like, well, I do have like not two personalities, but
Yeah.
obviously you have to change if you're in charge and you have responsibilities as a teacher
Yeah.
and whatnot. But I try to keep myself as, when I'm teaching and whatnot, I try to keep myself as enthusiastic and as positive
Yeah.
Professional.
as I can. A professional, a professional standard as well. But I want to be that little, that little role model to these kids, and
Yeah.
I want to be that
How
enthusiastic
to get
person.
perfect hair like this. Step 1. Get a yellow can.
YouTube
So-
tutorial.
So you would say there's not really a difference between work,
There-
Timmy, and
There is when it's needed,
Yeah.
but other than that, I want to be that that
you
enthusiastic
strict?
guy.
Are you strict?
In
Do
the
you shout
last
at them?
the last
Have you-
year,
Yeah.
I've needed to become more strict because
Yeah.
I've stepped up in a role. So
Yeah.
in some schools now, when like I'm watching a lesson which my like other co-workers are doing, I'm in the background, I'm like assisting and whatnot, and if the kids hear me talk, they know they're in trouble. Like they know it's got to that point.
You've got to do the voice. So, like I
Yeah,
used to
we
do it
want to
all the
hear
time.
it.
No,
Do-
what,
do
what
your
do you
angry
mean?
voice.
No,
Pretend
I don't.
Tom-
It's not angry. It's not angry. It's just firm.
Tom's-
It's just
Stern, yeah,
firm.
Tom's
Stern, but-
Tom's just aggressively thrown a ball at me. What are you going to do about it?
Laugh.
No, he would laugh and then he'd get a warning. He'd get a warning.
Can
and then
I?
he'd get.
Can we hear the voice?
No, you can't. You can't.
go
I'm not
on.
in the moment. I'm not in the moment. I'd
Okay.
laugh.
Are you afraid some child somewhere is then going to cry because you've done this voice? Like,
Have you
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
given it attention?
Have I given it attention? Well, in primary schools, you don't really get detentions.
Oh.
you give them time out, so
You can
I
give
used
it.
to
You
give
can
'em
sit them
time
out.
outs.
Yeah, you sit them out.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
their chance to,
Face the wall.
reflect
Don't
on
look
what
at
they've
me.
done.
Kinda
Don't
stuff.
look at me. And then, but yeah, I give those out all the time. But there's no like
Yeah.
detention. That's when you get to secondary school and you know you've mucked up when you get
Yeah.
detention.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like you use Facecam in your video, so if someone
Mm-hmm.
watches your videos, they know you and they
What the
know
heck?
what you look like.
Yeah.
But say if someone was like a fan of like Squishy or Stampy or something like that, and they know you from their videos rather than from your channel,
Yeah.
and then how do then people react when they realize you're the solidarity that they've heard
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
video?
yeah.
Like,
I feel like because on their videos, because my face is not there, I bet I probably know that some of the kids have watched those videos that I'm in, but just can't recognize the voice, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
They haven't clicked the channel. They might have they might have watched the video but not recognized it's me. But like relating to that, when I do say like, or I'll notice someone with like some merchandise like of Stampies or Squishies or someone's, or like there was a time where I was in a class and I think it was wet play, so they were all in like at lunchtime just doing whatever, like drawing and stuff.
That's not when all the equipment's wet. It's when it's wet outside.
Yeah, it's wet play. Just chuck water in the classroom. Just, come on, let's go. But like someone was drawing you, and this was like a year ago, and someone was drawing you, and I was like, hey, did you know? I'm friends with that person. and they were like, what?
Oh, was that?
And do you remember that? That was the person
you
did a video.
I did a video.
Yeah.
Didn't they? She touched your arm or something because she said something like I had touched your arm before or something.
I don't know.
I can't
no
remember.
Idea. What?
It was something like she touched Timmy's arm and was like, oh, like Netty touched your arm.
How do you know that? How do you know?
But like it's moments like that as well. Like there was people talking about Stampy the other day, like his videos and whatnot, just in a class, and I was just like, did you know, like I'm friends with Stampy and whatnot.
Did you say that? I'm actually in some of those videos.
I was just like, I know Stampy, and like, I'm friends with him and whatnot. And they were like, there was a kid the other day, I'm not even joking, last week, who literally looked at me with the most sarcastic face, just turned away because I thought he thought I was joking.
Yeah, exactly, because that's what you'd expect teachers to do. Like, oh, I know him.
Yeah,
like, well, what you do.
He was like, he thought I was joking. I was surprised.
Because I remember when I was younger, I saw teachers as really, really old.
Yeah.
Or like really grown up, or as if they don't have a fun life or don't do anything fun. And so it must be weird for them to think like someone who they're a fan of is friends with their teacher. Like it seems like such a weird thing.
Yeah, it is a little weird. It is a little strange.
Yeah.
What's like the best reaction you've ever gotten to kids finding out?
Oh gosh. I reckon the first thing that kids will say is either, it's multiple things. It's either, hey, I subscribed, or what else do they say? I think they're just more surprised that a teacher, for one, has a YouTube channel, and is actually classed as put in brackets, a YouTuber, I guess, in a sense.
A loose term.
A loose term. But like I think they're just surprised because that's what a lot.
You know how to work the internet?
I think I think a lot of them around our like the age we aim at and whatnot, a lot of them want to grow up and do this, like be a YouTuber and whatnot. So when they hear someone so close and someone so in that responsibility and someone that's actually teaching them whatnot is actually doing that, they're like, what? Like, it's crazy. I think there's not like a reaction where like, like they're shocked. Like, it's just more of the like, I don't know how to explain it. They're just surprised, I guess.
I guess as well, like I've had it before when I was over in Ireland and someone said to me, like I made a comment about getting the plane and they were like, what? Like you get the plane with like normal people? It's like because we do YouTube, they think we're like we would have like a private plane and blah, blah, blah. And they were like, what? Like someone could like be just sat next to you. And I was like, yeah. And I guess maybe it's like that kind of side of thing as well. Like where they might think like, oh, like you're a famous YouTuber, but then at the same time you're their teacher. Like that must be weird.
Yeah, I think that as well.
But
what?
Do you think YouTube's helped you with your work?
I'm trying to think what sense. I think
has it helped you with like confidence or?
I think
because you do a lot of live streams, don't you?
Yeah. I think it's the other way around. I think it's completely the other way around. I think my job's made me. My job has made me way more confident because you have to be confident in this job, otherwise kids will shut you down. Like in the honest perspective, like they will shut you down. If you're not confident in front of them and you don't take charge, they will walk over you. But like
she'll take a mile.
they just in that perspective, I think it's made me way more confident. It's made me like, I don't know, take me a different angle of being more positive and like enthusiastic around kids and whatnot. And if I didn't learn those skills in my job, I think I wouldn't be as half as where I am with YouTube as well.
Yeah.
So, but on the other sense as well, like doing my job now and the time I've done it and whatnot, like obviously I want to look to YouTube and that becoming a full-time thing and moving on. So it makes me motivated to keep going with that until I can move along.
I guess they kind of balance each other out.
It is a difficult transition.
Yeah.
It is a very strange transition. Like me and Netty have both done it. Like it's weird. Like when I first started, I was in education, working and doing YouTube. Do you know what I mean? So it's a struggle balancing all that, and then, but yeah. Digress slightly.
What do your co-workers think about you doing YouTube? And like, what's their reaction when, like, if a kid knows you or has seen your video, or like they talk to you and like you can talk back to them like, oh yeah, this about Minecraft, have you been on this server, have you done this? Like, are your co-workers just stood there like, what is he going on about?
I think the time that I've been doing it, they've got used to it now, but I think at first they were like, that's weird, but then like I feel this, I'm trying not to sound big-headed or whatnot, but like I'm trying not to sound big-headed, but like when I was doing okay, I guess at a level, they're like, oh, he's actually serious about this, like he's actually serious about doing this and whatnot, and he's actually doing stuff, like he's actually achieving, I guess. So I think we got to take this seriously now. So I think it's good in that perspective. It's weird how having a knowledge of a game that kids enjoy can like build that relationship between kids that my other co-workers can't get because they don't know that, if you get what I mean. So I can connect more on that level. But I think it's funny as well because they love to try promote me in schools. They're like they're like, hey, have you heard of Solidarity? And I'm literally saying to them, seriously, they wouldn't have heard of me. They wouldn't have heard of me.
I bet loads of kids say yeah though.
Yeah, a couple of them do. They're like and then,
is he also known as Timmy?
The kids say that, and I'm like, what? Hey, how? But and like it's fun in games like that. But they're really supportive of it. They're like super supportive of it.
Have you ever had a student come and ask you for like an autograph or a signature or a photo or something whilst you're teaching?
I've had if I can give out signing cards to people and stuff. I've had loads of people ask for an autograph and whatnot, but I can't really do that while I'm in a school because I feel like it's a bit strange.
And he hasn't got room for a Sharpie in his PE shop.
Let me get my Sharpie and my signing cards out on a shift, mid-shift. But I went to a school and gave out like some signing cards and whatnot, like after it had all finished, like the lesson and blah 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 blah.
Not parents are picking kids up in your there like
advertising on the corner of the school, like but a couple of times, but yeah.
Have you ever? So do you think you've gained subscribers from doing your job?
Kind of. Weirdly, probably yes. More because my co-workers love to shout out about it, and it's funny, like, because they'll just go to schools and be like, have you heard of this person? And then they'll come back to me in like a couple of weeks and be like, hey, guess what I promoted your channel in this school? And I'm like, don't do that, like.
That's good.
But they love it. Like, I went to the school like 3 weeks ago, and they had been like literally like just saying to the kids like about me, and they were like, hey, do you know he did a video with Stampy and stuff like that, and all the kids were like ah. So I went it was like a Friday afternoon, and I went into the school to like finish off a shift and like take over from this person, and it was all like year 5, 6 boys, and so they're like I think they're like 11 years old, and there's like 60 of them, and I turn around the corner like, Jimmy, Jimmy, and they're all shouting like, I subscribed, love your channel, man, awesome, like just it was
That's really cool.
But like I said earlier, like it's that moment of like actually someone we know and is teaching us is in that position and you know what I mean, like it's strange for them because that's what all the kids want to be nowadays.
Well, and also it's like sort of makes it everything one step closer. Like, do you ever find, like, say if you're teaching and you're doing PE, that they end up just asking you like loads of questions about like editing or recording or what software do you use or anything like that, because that seems to be something that like kids want to ask us like all the time, like what do you use to record, like blah blah blah.
I think I've had it a couple of times where that I've had a conversation with a kid before, about like just like general Minecraft stuff and general game stuff and whatnot. But when I actually go into the session and they start talking to me about it when I'm supposed to be teaching them, I'm like, it comes to a level where I'm like, all right, come on, let's learn now. Let's we can talk about Minecraft later and all of this stuff. And you can ask me all these questions. But whenever I used to go into this school as well, this one school, they'd every time I went in, like, and I went in like 3 times a week, they'd always tell me they tell me what happened in my video of like that week of like a series or something. Yeah. And they'd always give me advice on that video, and they'd always tell me a bit that I just couldn't remember, and I'd be like, yeah, I remember that bit. But that's a cute part. That's a cool part.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about implementing Minecrafting with your teaching style? Yeah. So maybe making games related to Minecraft that you can teach them still relating to the PE skills. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need to do that because it would be like super cool. Like all this Minecraft education stuff coming in or whatnot.
You could like have them like jumping over lava and they've got to get to the diamond on the other side and stuff. Yeah, you could do like a parkour
kind of thing. Yeah. Set out some placemats and kind of like relate it back to that and stuff like that.
The only thing is if there's some kids that then aren't into Minecraft.
Yeah, and I just have to change it to like Roblox. Just get a Roblox style.
Roblox one.
This is an escape map. Come on. Come on, guys.
So, guys, let us know in the comments if you've got any games ideas for Solidarity. Yeah.
Clickbait, Obby. Let's go. Yeah. Down TDM.
Don't do PE at 3 a.m.
That's great. With a 1,000-degree knife challenge.
Yeah. But like with the balancing it all, like I always found it quite difficult because when I was still working and I was doing like kind of hospitality and bar work, like sometimes if families came in for food, like, and if the kids knew me, I would have that hard struggle of they would want to talk to me about like YouTube or like I had people like turn up at my job, like they'd found out where I worked and they would like drive there and call me outside, and then it was that weird balance of keeping both sides happy, of like keeping my subscribers happy and the people who come to see me, but then at the same time I was doing a job and I needed to keep those customers happy, and it was like really hard to kind of work that out.
Yeah,
I really struggled with it.
Yeah,
but like off the education and YouTube bit, just the education side now, have you ever had any embarrassing moments?
Oh gosh. Any embarrassing moments? I'm trying to remember some. I think one that will slip up a lot is when you're explaining something and your voice just like flies away, like you just muck up and you just slip up explaining something, but you have to quickly like recover it. I think that one happened. That one happens like all the time, but it doesn't happen so often now. But
your voice is all croaky and high pitched.
There's a reason for that, mate, but we won't go into that.
And there's been, I reckon, 5 incidents where when we play football and whatnot, I love to get involved. I love to get involved. I love football, as you guys know. Yeah. But there has been instances where I might have took it a little bit far.
Like tackling children, we've all been there.
Pushing them in the mud.
and just maybe hurt some kids. But
Timmy!
You know what? It's okay because I had fun and they did too before they got hit. So there was one incident. There was one incident.
One incident with a broken leg.
No. This is like my first incident. So I've been on the job for like 6 months. I wouldn't even say that. I'd say like 3 months. My co-workers still trying to get me involved, still trying to like push me and chuck me in the deep end and whatnot. And we're just playing football. And I boot a ball like hard, real hard. And this girl's just there, and I'm like, this is lined up. Like, this is gonna hurt when it hits her. And it hits her straight in the chest. And it literally takes her down. Like, she didn't even fall down. The ball took her down, all right? And it was just horrific. She was on the floor. Laughing? She was on the floor for ages. That was, like, the first moment where I was like, I'm gonna get fired. But
I did that before coaching. I used to throw like basketballs and stuff like that, and so you need to have your hands out ready to catch it, and put hands out ready to catch, and the ball went straight in between hands, straight.
Oh, yeah.
I would have been that.
You get that sinking feeling where you're just like,
you get that. No, and especially like I used to teach like really young kids, like year 1 or 2s and stuff. So if you ever got the ball hit, they'd be like,
they'd instantly cry. Yeah.
You'd be like, no, it's fine. I remember one time this kid fell over when we were playing, like, I think it was football and stuff, and like grazed the leg, and I was like, oh, let's have a look at that. And he's like, it really is. And I goes, well, we're gonna have to take the leg off. He's like, what do you mean?
I'm joking.
I was trying to be funny, but being funny with didn't work.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, guys, that is all we have time for today. Thank you so much, Solidarity, for joining us in Big and Little Thoughts today.
Thanks for having me.
Tom,
It's been
do you
great.
have No, our pleasure. Tom, would you like to add anything?
Jelly beans are coming. Dropping 2017. You better be ready for it. We'll see you in the next episode of Big and Little Thoughts. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Big and Little Thoughts, we need an outro. No one. Leave in the comment section below.
That little pop at the end.